Hi, I'm Kenneth Wajda. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado. Welcome to another one of my photography talks. So today I want to talk about a series of photographs. So I went out to the Denver Mile High Flea Market, which is this incredible wealth of junk and produce and household stuff and beds and washers and dryers and all kinds of stuff. Some things that I would think, who would bring all this heavy stuff out here? But I like to go out and just walk around. It's a place to get exercise, as well as you can find some characters. You can photograph some people who are the characters of that kind of a place, and it just lends itself to photography if you're looking for a documentary project. So I went out, I figured I would shoot it for the Stryker project, and I ended up just, like there's a certain amount of not having the camera too at the ready and being too obtrusive with it. It's about, the camera was on my shoulder and I was walking along, and if I saw something I might point it, and I would kind of do it very quickly because I think that I'm trying to be blending in. I'm a customer, not a photographer there to them. I'm there to shop, and I am actually, so it's not like that's not even true. I was looking for maybe a fun old typewriter or something, or an old camera. But there was one guy who was wearing a fur coat, and I said, hey, can I shoot your furs? And he didn't realize I had a 20mm lens on, and I was shooting him and his furs. And, I ask people sometimes for permission. Sometimes I'm just shooting little scenes that I'm seeing. There's a guy trying on football pads, and I just walked by and shot him. He was busy engaging in his fit that he wasn't noticing me. And I'm really able to pick the camera up with that F100 with a 20mm, which so much wants to be in focus in bright sun and daylight, that I'm literally back button focusing and shooting, and it's pretty instant. And I made up a whole series of those, and there's one special photograph that I really like, and it's such a documentary of like a crazy little moment. There was a man, and he was using a tool that I think you might roast something in a fire on a campsite, and he was holding it up to a heater up in the rafters of his little building, and he was trying to heat up some chicken for lunch. And it's just the most fascinating thing. I said, what are you doing? And I said, can I get a picture of that? And he's like, sure. And it makes for a great photograph to see this guy heating up his lunch on the overhead blower that is probably not going to heat it hot enough. But hopefully it's pre-cooked. But anyway, so it was a fun photo story. It's one of those things where I'm always looking for places that I can go for, experiences from I like those kind of places. I like going to junk shops and antique stores and flea markets and things like that. That's a kind of a place for me to get exercise and look around and see if there's any special deals, a little treasure. And then I don't find that I can photograph in an antique store as much and get the character, because there aren't as many people there like there is at a flea market. The flea market's packed, and it's full of energy, and it's full of all kinds of people, and it's full of all kinds of people holding things. I always think of the thing that you're holding, what you're buying, what's over your shoulder. If I'm carrying a typewriter or a camera, somebody else is carrying a toolbox and some other construction materials. What we carry kind of defines who we are. You can almost go up to a person and see what are they carrying, and that'll tell you who are they. So I made a little photo story, and it's on the Stryker project. I'll put a link to it below. That's the way I go about shooting documentary photography. Be kind of cool, be kind of part of the scene, be a shopper first, but have the camera at the ready if you see something, and be ready to grab it. All right, so Photography Talk. I hope you're enjoying these. If you are, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to support, please hit the Patreon, and thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all of you.